Good evening everyone, I hope this video finds you well on our first day of lockdown. Everything has kind of changed all over again for many of us. We are finding ourselves working from home more rigorously, visiting other people less rigorously than we perhaps have been, and everything seems to have changed all over again. And you may well be wondering at the end of this first day, what more can I possibly do? I've watched all of my favourite programmes on Netflix, I've homeschooled the children to within an inch of their life, I've redecorated the bedroom, organised the kitchen. Goodness, what more can I possibly do whilst we're in lockdown for the next 3 weeks? You know, Jesus was somebody who wasn't unfamiliar with visiting lone places, perhaps isolating himself from other people. In fact, in Mark 1:35, it simply says this: "Very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, and went off to a solitary place where he prayed." Now, I know what you're thinking. Dan, this passage says that Jesus left his house. Clearly that isn't an option for us. No, perhaps not. But it says quite clearly that Jesus was about the business of being in a solitary place and spent his time at prayer. Perhaps this is something that we can do more and more day by day as the local church. Praying for our leaders, not just here at church, but for our local politicians, our local members of parliament, the council workers, local NHS staff and emergency servicemen. People who are absolutely essential to combating COVID-19 over the coming days, weeks and months. Not only that, but for our national leaders, for our Prime Minister, for members of Parliament who are busy working round the clock, night and day, doing all that they can to ensure that the loss of life isn't more than it needs to be. To pray for each other, that God would be with us at this time, that his Spirit would rest upon us and that his peace would fill our homes, no matter how much the kids are climbing up the walls. So would you join us, and not just with us as a local church, but with local churches all over the world, by stopping what you're doing at 1900 hours tonight to pray for 19 minutes with those in your household. Whether you live on your own or with your family, would you join with us tonight at 1900 hours, 7 o'clock, for those of you that are running on 12-hour days? Pray for us and pray with us for 19 minutes tonight. And not just tonight, but every night across the next 3 weeks for lockdown. Would you join with us at 1900 hours for 19 minutes of prayer? It'd be great if you could join with us in your household, whether that's simply you and your loved one, or you and your family, whoever it is that you are living with. If they are believing and prayerful Christians, would you consider joining with us and partnering with us in prayer at this time? It's one of the biggest global movements of prayer that I've certainly witnessed in my lifetime, and I'm really excited to see all that God is going to do in us and through us over the coming days and weeks. God bless. Take care, and I hope to see you again soon.